welcome back to Vintage Vera Bradley. Today's video is going to be all about fall. So I have several things that I've purchased on resale sites for really awesome deals. Like, I love finding stuff for this inexpensive. And then I'm going to show you my iPhone 15 in a brand new case from Casely, since Vera Bradley is no longer offering cell phone cases at this point in time. And then I'll show you how that compares to my old iPhone 11 case, so you'll get an idea approximately of what size this is and how it might fit in various pockets in these bags. And I'll show you a couple of other items I have purchased along the way. So let's get to the triple zip hipster in the pattern Paisley Jamboree. Originally, I was hoping that they were going to offer other crossbody options, and then it seemed like this pattern just was there and then it was gone. At least the triple zip hipster sold out really quickly, and then I regretted, oh man, I really like that pattern. I've missed out and been searching on resale sites for quite a while, and finally this one popped up and I got it for only $15. What a bargain. And I really liked how this one is centered here. See that paisley down at the bottom? I love that pattern. And then this part can kind of sometimes be choppy, but I felt like this at least flowed pretty well. So for those who aren't familiar with a triple zip hipster, it's a pretty narrow bag, but I have it pretty packed out here. And I want you to see what I was able to fit in here. Pretty much everything that I had in my saddle up, my original saddle up, I think I took out maybe just my sunglasses case. Anyway, so in this front pocket here, I have some wet wipes and some Altoids. In this second one here, I have a little notebook in Happy Snails and the matching pen in Happy Snails. Wish they still made those type of items. Well, they still make pens, but as far as the small notebooks. And then I have my coin and key in Safari Sunset that I have transformed into a tissue pouch. And I have a lens cloth in there. And it's kind of a tight fit, but this does fit down inside that inside pocket. And then in the main compartment, I have my double ID wristlet in Safari Sunset. And so I have cash and receipts in one. I have my credit cards in this, and I'll cover up I'll just take my ID out. So this has two sections, hence the name double ID. This one I was nervous about putting anything in because I was afraid it would fall out. I guess it wouldn't if you opened it that way. So I keep my ID in this one, and then it has a little pocket there, just all kinds of space in this. And then it has a place to attach a wristlet strap, and I use that on my keys. So I have that in there. I have a mini cosmetic in Paisley Jamboree that I found on Amazon. And so in here I have my floral bursts, measuring tape, a clipper and part of a nail file, and then just lipstick, scrunchie, feminine product, a little first aid kit, floral burst, factory outlet, a mirror. So that's pretty much what's in there. And I put that down in the bottom because there's some width to the base and weight and helps it stand up. Okay, so that's all I had in there. Now you can see the interior. At first I wasn't a huge fan. I wish they had gone more with like that teal color or even maybe some of the other fall colors, but it's kind of grown on me. It makes it pretty easy to see what's down in there because it's not a super dark color. And then down in here, you'll see that's where I put my wristlet strap on my keys, and I have another set of keys down in there. So let me pack it back up. That. And then I usually put that way so the ribbon pulls don't get stuck. And so yeah, it's a little bulky, but I don't mind it. I actually like it that it stands up. So I'm going to turn it around. And this pattern, as you can see, coordinates really well with Safari Sensitive. So if you have been a Vera fan for a long time and have some of that, this coordinates well. Okay, so here's my brand new iPhone 15 pink in a Casely case. And I'll put a link to this in the description here on YouTube. And but look at that. What caught my eye is like, oh my goodness, that looks so much like Petite Garden or Itsy Ditsy. It looks like it should have been a Vera Bradley pattern, but I just love it. I love all the colors in here. The oranges and the purples, different shades of purples and off-white. Nice. So we can get in the side there. You can see there's kind of a grippy, and I like how clicky the buttons are. And then look what they did. I commented over on their Instagram how I would really love to have wallpaper to match, and they sent it to me this morning. I had to add this part up here, so my time, but that was easy to do. And so I'm going to show you how this fits. Put it like this. So it comes almost to the top, but not all the way. So that would still be nice and secure. If you wanted even more protection, you could put this easily in that front pocket there. I'm going to rearrange some things. Okay, so that fits well there. I'm going to show you a comparison of this Casely case in my iPhone 15. It's out of the way here. To an iPhone 11 case. I'm going to kind of zoom in a little bit here. All right. So you can see screen-wise, they're pretty similar in size. The Casely case is a little thicker, and I'll show why that matters here in a second, but I actually like it. It fits really well in my hand. Unfortunately, even though these are very similar size cases, let's see if I can show you here. Silly Apple. This is probably why Vera Bradley no longer makes cases. So you can see on the iPhone 11, the on-off toggle was up here so that it wouldn't line up, and they moved where all the buttons are. So that's why a lot of companies never continue to offer cases, because every time there's a new iPhone, it messes up. It's not like they can just all fit in the same case. And then over here, same thing. So you can see this one's a little thicker than this, but essentially the same height. But because it's a little thicker, okay, so next up is, let's see what this one's called. VBU RFID Compact Crossbody in Blush Fig. And I found this on a resale site for only $13. And it wasn't even called that. I think I found it by just randomly scrolling, and it came up. I'm like, oh, that's a good deal. It has a couple of places where you can tell it's worn, but it's corduroy. Corduroy is supposed to look worn, so that didn't bother me. What's interesting is the interior of this is a slight variation on Petite Garden. Very similar, but slightly different. So you can see there So for example, the snails in this one are kind of a fuchsia color instead of the very pale green. So just a slight variation in color. Okay, so my iPhone 11, because I have the petite garden version of this. I guess that's really too tight of a fit too. It must be one of my other crossbodies. Anyway, the best place to carry your phone in this, see right there? And that snaps easily. And I'll show the Casely case, and it easily fits as well and snaps, so that's good. So you've seen that the Casely case fits in the back of the triple zip hipster. Oh my goodness. Let's see how it fits in this one. And this is the much sought after VBU crossbody bag in Petite Garden. And thanks to Kelly Florian, I was able to finally find that. I'd given up because it was ridiculous. You could never find it, but see what I mean? I mean, this is coming up brighter than it really looks in person, but it coordinates really well. And there's the back of my case. And let's see, usually I carry my phone right there. So yeah, fits easily there. And let's flip it over here. Sometimes I might carry it here. And yeah, I don't usually carry it there just because this particular crossbody doesn't have any kind of closure there, but you could. It fits well. And I wanted to see how well it fits in the Carson cell phone crossbody bag. And remember how I said the pattern reminded me a little bit of Itsy Ditsy as well. So see, there it is up against Itsy Ditsy. And I wanted to see, I wonder if that'll fit. And yay, it does. It's a little tight, but it does fit and it will snap. And a comparison is it's a little easier to get the iPhone 11 case out, but it's not bad. Like it still slides in and out pretty easily. So I wanted to show that for folks who have that cell phone carrier. Okay, and then my last recent very good find, and this only popped up because I did a Google image search. It didn't have anything in the listing about it being strawberry ice. And so this is the Little Hipster in Strawberry Ice Performance Twill for a whopping $14. I was like, alrighty, that's a bargain. And I'd been wanting another piece in Performance Twill. It's not in perfect condition. There's a little bit of darkening at the spots where you normally would have your fingers, opening and closing it. But I washed it and it washed up well. It's not bad enough for me. Probably no one else would even notice it. Here's what this looks like. And so here you have that really pretty interior pattern, RFID protected card slots and a place for your ID. That nice smooth silver zipper that I really love. There's the inside. There's no organization here. Whoops. On this back wall you have that pocket. And then back here, see, that's magnetized. And let's see how well this fits in there. It fits very well and nice and secure. It also could fit up in the front pocket if you wanted to. And I was going to show how this coordinates with a couple of things. So Strawberry Ice Performance Twill. which this is almost identical in coloring, slightly darker shade, just very slightly darker than the factory version, which is ultralight strawberry ice. Okay, so there it is up against Petite Garden. And then I was kind of surprised. It actually goes well with the pink tones in Paisley Jamboree. And then the last thing I found that I wanted to share is a tissue pouch, which have been kind of hard to find because they don't sell them on the main Vera Bradley website. This is a tissue holder in Tranquil Medallion, and I got it on Amazon. The regular price is $15, but it's varied anywhere from today's price of $9.78 to around 10 something, 11 something. I have one saved in my cart just so I can kind of watch, because I ended up getting one for me and then one to give as a gift. So yeah, I really liked especially that side of that, but I like it coordinated well with several things that have gray in it. So especially my Deep Night Paisley Neutral, I was surprised this coordinated really well with that. So hope it helps, especially when looking at cases. If you have a new iPhone 15, I suggest taking a look over at the cases from Casely. I'll show you one more time the back of that.